Welcome back, everyone. We're here with Ian Robbins, Tyler Liddick. We're going to recap the U.S. Open 2021 men's and women's side. We'll give you a couple more future picks. We'll give you our impressions so far, and we're going to give you our quick recap of the first two rounds and how we're doing so far. So my synopsis right now is the first two rounds have gone awful for me. I haven't really hit too many bets other than doing kind of decent in the futures. We have Pliskova alive. Barty just lost. Joker's still alive. Looks like Zverev's up 2-1 right now. And he'll still be alive, looking to square off with Joker. Then we have an open bracket in the bottom for the men's with Tsitsipas losing last night to the young Carlos Alcaraz, 18-year-old. Then we have the women's bracket we have a bunch of matchups coming up in one of the quarters that features four of maybe the top 10 women in the world right now. So let's go ahead and get started, Ian. Any futures you're looking to add right now, or?
Yeah, just looking at the women's bracket, three of the four brackets are loaded with some top players. Fidelina, Halep, Kerber alive in one, Krejcikova, Muguruza, Mertens, Sabalenka in one, Pliskova, Paliachenkova, Sakari, Andreescu loaded in one. But I'm looking to attack one quarter to add a future, and that's where Ash Barty just lost. And on the bottom part of that quarter is Belinda Bencic. She's sitting at 12-1 to win the tournament. She's on a 12-1 hard court streak this year. She's the gold medalist on a similar surface to what we see here in New York. And she's going up against Iga Swiatek, who is is best clay court player in the world, but Belinda is playing so well on hard courts, maybe been one of the better players, maybe arguably the best women's player in this tournament so far. 12-1, I think there's strong value with Shelby Rogers and Emma Raducanu, a teenage qualifier, potentially facing her in the quarterfinals with a chance at the semis. So to go along with our Karolina Pliskova future, I'm going to add Belinda Bencic 12-1 to attack that weak quarter. Should be a lot of great matches left in the women's side. You see anything that you want to add, women's side or men's side?
Belinda Bencic makes a lot of sense. She hasn't dropped a set so far yet in the U.S. Open. Coming off the gold medal win, obviously 12-1 now on hard court this year. Hasn't lost, I don't think, since the Wimbledon. So I wouldn't see why you wouldn't add her at 12-1. She faces Shelby Rogers, who is gonna obviously be the person that beat. She was 12-1 today against Barty, so she'll be a huge favorite probably against Rogers. And the other matchup for her,
she's got Swiatek in the next round, and I think it'll be
Swiatek's a play specialist. She has, after her drop set to Fiona Ferro, come back and played decently. She played Anett Kontaveit today well, beat her in the third set. But the one with Muguruza, Sabalenka, that one's a stay away for me. I mean, that's like a death trap right there. Then on the men's side, you have that wide open quarter where Tsitsipas just lost to Carlos Alcaraz. I think you have the FAA future already.
Yeah, I was looking to attack that quarter because I thought Rublev would come through, and I had a feeling Tsitsipas was gonna come out early. So now we got to see Rublev out. Impressive win by Tiafoe at night there, and Tsitsipas out. So you got qualifier, 18-year-old making his furthest run, Frances Tiafoe making his longest run in New York, and then Felix Auger-Aliassime, top-ranked guy. You can get well north of 100-1. Probably still have that number out there as a favorite to get to the semifinals. So we're riding that with that goal in mind.
Yeah. So Frances Tiafoe has obviously impressed me a lot. I mean, that guy, he likes to play long matches. His forehand is elongated swing. You can get him in troubles, but it also adds, all that extra oomph to the ball. He is on fire right now. He's beaten some of the top guys. He's an American. I think we got what, Brooksby.
Yeah,
We
Brooksby
have
still left.
Opelka left and Tiafoe as Americans.
Yep, that's it. Just those three. And
And
Jack Sock
then
playing right now against Zverev as we record this.
I don't see there's any reason why Joker doesn't go to the finals. And I mean, Joker Medvedev's still looking like the matchup. I do think maybe if you can still get quarter matchups, you look to get maybe TFO. FAA, I think is still in the 50 or 60 to range. So if you didn't get him before the tournament, it's probably an ad now for a tournament outright. Um, Other than that, who's impressed you, Ian?
Yeah, definitely Tiafoe stands up as a guy. Carlos Alcaraz, this is an 18-year-old phenom. He's in the camp of Rafael Nadal. He's going to be a guy who's going to be winning and winning a lot in the future. You just don't see men's players break through at 18 like this guy has. And he went out and he beat Stefanos Tsitsipas in that fifth set tiebreaker, making shots. Incredible. He's going up against a qualifier next round. He's got a clear shot. Going to be a big favorite to make the quarterfinals. Definitely a guy that's going to be on our future radar. Hard to ignore that guy. In the men's side as well, Diego Schwartzman, under talked about, underappreciated guy. He's playing so well. He's really kind of just walked through this tournament, and he's going up against another qualifier in this next round, and he's got a pretty clear path to the quarters, and he can maybe match up with Daniil Medvedev and give him a run the way that he's able to make shots and kind of fight back. And he's had some success on these hard courts in New York, so maybe a look there, maybe prime for one more upset in the men's side. I don't really see it, but we'll see. But a couple younger guys, a lot of the young players are really taking that step forward. Brooksby, who we talked about earlier in the preview episode, Alcaraz in this tournament, guys who are really going to be on the scene for years to come.
Yeah, any matchups? I know there's a couple matchups on the men's side I'm really looking forward to. If Zverev can get through here tonight, I'd really like to see him in center play, which I think that's their next matchup there. I'm really looking forward to the Dan Evans Medvedev matchup. Dan Evans is like one of the ultimate grinders on the men's tour. He can give Medvedev some trouble just because he can kind of get under your skin because you don't know what to do with him. So those are other than the FAA Francis Tiafoe matchup. Those are two other matchups I'm looking forward to. I do think we're going to see the Joker and Berrettini again, which is weird. It seems like we're always seeing these guys lately. It's nonstop. But what about on the women's side?
Two matchups stand out to me. Again, we had some young players break through. Leylah Fernandez, teenager, Emma Raducanu, teenager, both 18. Both really seeing their breakthrough on their high rise. I'm going to go to a veteran and a 2021 newcomer, breakout star, Garbiñe Muguruza, Barbara Krejcikova. Two former Grand Slam champions matching up in this round 4, round of 16. It's going to be a pretty even matchup. Both have played really well. Garbiñe is at her best in majors. Maybe not her best surface here on the hard court, but she really shines in these scenes. If she's healthy, tough out. Barbara has been really, really good. Really, really tough the second half of the season. Maybe the best women's player on tour. It's argued she was French Open champion. We have her in pocket to win the quarter. I'm really looking forward to that match. That could be a really, really tight battle. Looking for Barbara to get through there. And then another matchup, really, really wild card matchup on the other side of the bracket. Maria Sakkari, who has really made a run in every single major this year. She's really, really, really broken through. She's got Spartan blood in her that's always talked about. She's going up against Bianca Andreescu, former U.S. Open champion, undefeated in the U.S. Open in her career, actually never lost in Flushing Meadows. So it's going to be a really tight match. I expect a lot of games. If Bianca was healthy, she might be the best. The women's bracket is so wide open right now. Ash is out, Osaka's out. One of these players is going to break through. Bianca's at her best. She might be the best hardcourt player. Sakkari has been maybe the best all-court player this year. She's really been playing well this tournament. Kind of just ran through Petra Kvitova today. Really tough matchup. Really looking forward to that match. I expect that to go 3 sets, and that'll be 2 battles. We have a lot of great matchups. A little bit more chalky in the women's side than we're used to, except for that with Ash Barty being out and Osaka being out in one bracket. But really looking forward to the second half, the second week of the U.S. Open. Great matchups. We're in a good spot with our futures. A lot to look forward to.
Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong. If we add a bank kick here, we can get to the finals with a 12-1 and an 18-1.
They would meet in the semis. So we're hoping to get
Okay.
to the semis with the 12-1 and 18-1 with
Okay.
Carolina
And then
Pliskova.
we would probably have to look at maybe Barbara.
Yeah, we have Barbara for the quarter at 3-1.
Mhm.
So we're looking decent there. She's got a tough matchup, and then winner of Elise Mertens and Arina Sabalenka. So it's going to be a tough road ahead, but she might be the best player.
Thoughts on Sabalenka maybe getting her first major?
Definitely, she's the favorite right now. She's 3-1. I think that's a little bit too expensive for me to take a bite right now. I think if you roll over parlay and just try to pick her up match by match, see how she is. Maybe she gets down a set, pick her up in play. She's a really tough fighter. She could lose a set 1-6, win the next set 6-love. She's wild like that. Elise Mertens, she should run through. She should just overpower her. I think she's going to lose that quarter match to the winner of Garbiñe and Barbara, though.
Yeah. Andreas Escu has definitely impressed me a lot. I watched that match earlier today with her. She's really playing well. Seems like she's definitely controlling both ends of the court on her serve and on defense. She looks natural after coming on. I seen her in the Cleveland and Chicago. I think it was either Cleveland or Chicago. She pulled out with injury. She had one of her thighs wrapped. Then she rolled her ankle in one of the tournaments as well. So to see her a couple weeks later playing as well as what she's playing right now is impressive. Other than that, I have no more thoughts on this U.S. Open. Hopefully, we can maybe get the Joker home, see the Grand Slam this year. Maybe we can also land a couple on the women's side as well. Anything from you, Ian?
Yeah, no, it's been a fun tournament. It's been a lot of competitive matches. Some great battles, a lot of 3-set matches, players coming through, a lot of 3rd-set tiebreakers. Should be really fun. Atmosphere has been great. Fans back have been great. But you can really see the lift in the players with the fans in the stands. I think it's gonna be a good match-by-match tournament, especially on the women's side, with a lot of even matchups. Trying to take a look at. My advice would be, if you're watching a match, you see a player get down 1 set, maybe look at that live line to see them come back, because a lot of these sets are going to go to the distance. A lot of these matches are going to go to the distance. Should be a great, fun, exciting second week of the U.S. Open.
Yeah, I'll actually be at the action Monday night. So I'm excited. Might even get to see Joker. I'm excited. First time to see live tennis in action. So that'll be awesome. I can't wait to see it. I've heard it's quite the experience. So
awesome, man. Doesn't get better than that. Ash Stadium, Labor Day, Monday night, and enjoy that.
Absolutely. So everyone, thank you for joining us. Happy holiday. And other than that, thanks for joining the Line Movers, and have a good weekend. Bye.
Great. Have a great weekend.